Tourists flock to Africa's protected areas each year, hoping to witness the majestic cheetahs in action. However, the influx of visitors is disrupting the cheetahs' daily routines. The constant presence of vehicles and noise can scare away prey and interfere with hunting patterns. As cheetahs prepare to sprint after their targets, the commotion from tourists often forces them to abandon their pursuits. This disruption not only reduces their chances of a successful hunt, but also impacts their energy reserves and overall well-being. The surge in wildlife tourism across Africa is having unintended consequences on the cheetah population. As more tourists arrive to experience these beautiful animals up close, their presence is altering the cheetah's natural behavior. The predators, usually stealthy and focused, are now frequently disturbed by the noise and proximity of tourist vehicles. This interference makes it harder for cheetahs to successfully stalk and catch their prey. Consequently, their feeding opportunities are diminished, which can lead to malnutrition and increased vulnerability for both adults and cubs. Cheetahs, renowned for their speed and hunting prowess, are finding their daily activities increasingly interrupted by the booming tourism industry in Africa. The constant stream of safari vehicles and eager onlookers creates an environment of perpetual disturbance. This relentless human presence forces cheetahs to alter their hunting times and routes, often leading to less effective and more exhausting pursuits. The stress and energy expenditure from these repeated disruptions take a toll on their health and survival prospects, particularly for young cubs who depend on their mothers for sustenance and protection. In Africa's wilderness, the increasing number of tourists is making life harder for cheetahs. These predators rely on stealth and speed to catch their prey, but the throngs of vehicles and visitors disrupt their hunts. The noise and movement of tourists often scare off potential prey or cause cheetahs to abandon their attempts altogether. This persistent interference means cheetahs have fewer successful hunts, which affects their ability to feed themselves and their young. The disruption also forces them to expend more energy, leading to greater stress and decreased overall fitness. Tourism is a double-edged sword for Africa's cheetahs. While it generates crucial funds for conservation, it also interrupts the cheetahs' everyday lives. Tourists eager to see these magnificent creatures up close create disturbances that hinder the cheetah's ability to hunt and care for their young. The presence of multiple vehicles can cause prey animals to flee, making hunts less successful. Over time, this constant interference leads to increased stress, reduced food intake, and lower cub survival rates. Finding a balance between tourism and wildlife preservation is essential to ensure the cheetah's continued survival.